This stream is going to be relatively short. Normally, whenever I do, and I don't do this often, but if I ever do live streams, I usually keep them kind of short. Or what am I saying? Normally, when I do a live stream, I try to keep them a little bit longer because I want to make sure as many people get to join in as want to. But in this case, I'm going to keep this pretty short because I'm just trying to keep this to an unboxing and not waste your guys' time or people in the future. So I'm going to just give you a quick disclaimer now, and I'll probably keep saying this throughout the video. If you guys are wondering what the gloves are for, it's for fingerprints, and that's sort of nothing toxic in this box. Should just be the Z Flip 4, but that's a reason, and I'll keep explaining that, all right? So with that being said, though, let's go ahead and take a look in here. Again, this thing came 3 days early, and I don't think I got as many accessories with the Flip. You saw, if you didn't, go ahead and check out the yesterday's stream for the Z Fold 4. The Fold, I was able to get a lot more accessories with it, like different chargers and different wireless chargers and that sort of thing. But with the Flip, I think all I got was a case of some kind. So with that being said, again, I will, after the stream, leave some links in the description if you do want to check out the Z Flip 4. So definitely check down there. I should have put them down there beforehand, but anyway, if you're interested, I will leave links after the stream is over for the Z Flip 4, and I can of course also put links for the Z Fold 4 as well. But with that being said, enough talk. Looks like we got one person watching. Thank you. Let's go ahead and open this up. Now I may have to temporarily pull this off screen just so that I can check out to see if my information is in there. For any new viewers watching who are inevitably going to ask whether or not or what the reason is for me wearing gloves, just to avoid fingerprints, that's about it. So let me just take a quick look, pull my information out. Cool. This time they put it on top. All right. And again, definitely big on Samsung here for using this sort of torn up paper as opposed to styrofoam or any of those other less recyclable things. Now I get, yeah, recycling isn't the best thing in the world, but let's be honest, okay? If those peanuts end up in the ocean, it's going to be a lot worse than paper. So, all right, there we go. And let's take a quick look here. I'm going to just see. All right. Nobody's in the chat yet. Let me just take a look here. Now I should, like I said, just have the Z Flip 4 and a case. I don't actually know if the case came. Oh, look at that. All right. Now it's just the Flip. And in case you couldn't tell from the box, I did actually get the bespoke edition. Now I didn't choose custom colors, like super custom, in the sense like it was one of the preset options. But if I'm being completely honest with you, that option is something that I would have chosen myself anyway. So you'll take a look, you'll see it's kind of, they call it the khaki color and the black. To me, it looks more like an olive drab green, kind of like that. And so I just thought it looked really mean. So we'll take a look and see what it looks like. Now, I can't remember which version I got. Let me take a quick look here. Yeah, this is a 256 gig version. And I think they do have a 512, but I did not get that because this is just my secondary device. And oh my God, guys, take a look at this. And you can see me there too. This thing looks really nice. Take this out. All right, we're gonna just set that aside real quick. And we're gonna quickly take a look at what it comes with. It's probably pretty standard, just like the Z Fold 4. So you just have your quick start guide, your USB-C cable, your SIM ejector tool, and that's pretty much it. So we don't really care about that though, right? We need to take a look at the device. All right. But I do like that box design though. You know, it's pretty clean looking, that's for sure. All right, I'm gonna move that aside. We'll leave that in the shot. And we'll go ahead and open this up. All right. I'm interested to see how that crease, if that crease is any different than last year. Because I know on the Z Fold 4, it looks marginally better, but really it's not that much of an improvement. Wow. Okay, so that's a little bit different than I was expecting. Again, the crease right out of the box doesn't look bad, but that's kind of how it was on my Flip or my Fold 3 too. And then as time went on, it got a little bit more pronounced. So we'll see. You know, you'll get my long-term review and stuff. If we look at that screen protector, it looks a lot better in terms of alignment, I think, than my, and also the edges don't look as sharp right next to the camera. Again, I still can't for the life of me understand why they don't just cover that with the screen protector, because it's clear. It really doesn't impede the camera at all, but having that sort of sharp edge there definitely does make it an easier place for it to start lifting. So unlike on the Fold 4, I noticed this after I ended the stream yesterday, so that's why I don't think I mentioned it on the stream. You can see around where the hinges on the Fold 4, they actually dipped them down because so many people were complaining about the factory screen protector lifting starting at the hinge. They did that and they sort of curved the cut. Here, it's pretty straight, but I think that's because, I don't know if you can see that. I know it's kind of blurry. There we go. It's pretty straight, but I think that's because not very many people complained about the Flip having that problem. And also, it's just a less prone device to that problem. And also, it seems like there's a lot larger of a gap where the hinge is to begin with, like all the way around the protector. So honestly, I don't know why they didn't just do that on the Fold, but anyway, I can't get over that color though, guys. Let me know in the chat what you guys think of this color. But I wish it was a little darker, you know, if I'm completely honest with you. It's not really the color that I was expecting, but don't get me wrong, it still looks beautiful. All right, guys, ready? We're gonna do the first fold or flip, although I guess we're gonna just say fold here. Ooh, that is something. And you know, they've got that new hinge design this year. It's not using gears like it did last year. It's using like sliding elements. So I'll be interested to see how durable that is. That's a little odd, guys. You can see it's not really closing that well. You can see, uh-oh, might have a dud on our hands. But I'm gonna fold it a couple times. So again, I feel like already, and you can let me know in the chat what you guys think. Is it just me or did that crease get a little bit worse already? I feel like I said, I feel like the crease looking better out of the box is just because it hasn't been moved. Yeah, guys, I might actually have to call Samsung about that. Wow, look at that. So that's not normal. So I'll give you a demonstration here. I'm going to pull this. This is my Z Flip 3. I'm going to go ahead and pull this out of the case because I have a case on it, and then we're going to do a comparison here. But I have to say, I don't think that's normal behavior. I think there's something wrong with the hinge. Let me go ahead and get this out real quick. Sorry, guys. I got this protective case on here. And for anybody, I saw someone new just joined in. So if you want to know, oh, they left. Well, I'll say it anyway. We were just showing off the new Z Fold or Z Flip 4, and I was just talking about how it does appear that there's a problem with the hinge mechanism here, because when I close it, it sounds secure, but then look, it's not holding itself closed, and that is definitely not normal behavior. Because here, I'm trying to get the case off my Z Flip 4 here, or Z Flip 3, excuse me, and once I do that, we'll do a comparison here to see if that really is normal behavior, but I really don't think it is, because my flip is always really tight. Okay, so I have the Z Flip 3 here, and if we close it, Yeah, look at that. It stays closed, and it takes a decent amount of effort. You can see it even snaps back and takes a decent amount of effort to sort of get it to open on this, on the fold or the flip 4 here. I just feel like that's not quite closing because look how little effort it's taken. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in chat. Give me some input there. If you guys have a fold or a flip 4, yeah, that's not right because you can see it is taking a lot more effort to really get that to do that. You see? I don't know. That's weird. But anyway, I mean, we can take a look around, even if I have to send this thing back. We can take a look around at the differences here. So on the bespoke edition, they still have the glossy. Wow, I'm just banging these things together. The bespoke edition, we have the glossy glass instead of the matte finish. So it just does have a sort of a more advanced, or I guess a more fancy look to it. But obviously, there is going to be the disadvantage of fingerprints. Interesting thing to note, if we look at the flash modules here, you can see the LED flash on the Z Flip 3 is larger in area than the Z Flip 4, but nonetheless, I'm sure they're functionally pretty much the same. And if we look at our camera lenses, they do actually stick out more. So if you take a look, see that? So the Z Flip 3, they barely stick out at all. And on the Z Flip 4, they're actually much more, especially if you look from the side, they protrude a lot more. So that's interesting. Oh, wow, the magnets on the bottom are really strong. They're stuck together right now. Look at that. So our buttons on the side honestly look pretty much the same. The sides, I would say, are a little bit more squared off, as you can see. A little bit more squared off, and I would say a little bit more glossy. But if you guys can get that to focus. Yeah, it's a little bit more glossy, but I'd say it's not as pronounced as the difference between the Fold 3 and the Fold 4. And on our other side here, we have the same cutout for the 5G antenna bands. We have our SIM trays. That hasn't changed. Thanks for the comment, by the way. And yeah, nothing else really different that I can see. Have the same, USB-C port. The number of holes in the speaker grill are the same. So let's go ahead and open it up. And I'm probably gonna call Samsung. I'm a little sad, but I'm gonna call Samsung and obviously paid a lot of money for this thing, so I do want it to be in good condition. And if the hinge isn't quite closing correctly, that's not something that I'm gonna put up with a new device. If this thing was a year and a half old or a year old, I might accept the hinge got a little looser, but out of the box, I don't think that this is acceptable. You can even see it's not even closing all the way. So like if I hang it open, sort of I just hang it by gravity, you can see it's not even closed. I take the Flip 3, rock solid, nothing. I'd actually have to move it to get it to open. So something's a little off here. I'm gonna definitely call Samsung about this, and we'll see what's going on. So let's just go ahead and see if it turns on. And again, I'm going to say this again to anybody that just joined. The reason I'm wearing gloves is to avoid fingerprints. It's just that simple. So it does power on. I guess that's a good sign. I'd have to say I really do like this color though. Although if I am going to have to send this back, I might end up choosing something different. I might go with a different color combination, and I might just go with a custom color from their configurator online, that sort of thing. But we'll see. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Um, hang on, let's see. Does it do anything if it's? Oh wow, so that is crazy. So even when it's still in the configuration process, it shows the time and the percentage of the battery and all that stuff on the cover display. That is kind of cool because I know like on the Z Fold 4 and the 3, the way they work is if you're in the configurator, you haven't set up the phone yet, the front, the cover screen just shows the same thing as the inner display when you open it up. It's just wire, right? But the fact that they actually have this set up so that even when it's in, setup mode, it shows something on the cover display, that's pretty cool. So anyway, guys, this has just been an unboxing. I don't want to drag this on any longer than it needs to. That's pretty much the difference between the Z Flip 3 and the Z Flip 4. Unfortunately, like I said, mine, I think there's something a little bit wrong with it. If you guys have had different experiences, you can definitely leave that in the comments. I might wait and see because it does seem to be tightening up a little bit, but you know what I it just doesn't inspire a lot of confidence out of the box that it's doing that. So I'll probably just call Samsung, see if I can either get a replacement or get my money back. If I do get my money back, you can bet that I will probably take a look at the configurator and see if there's something else, a different combination of the bespoke series I'd rather get, and then maybe we'll go from there. Um, but anyway, if you're interested, after the stream, I will be adding in links for the Z Flip 3 and the Z Flip 4 and the Z Fold 4. If you're interested, for sure, check out the description. And if there's anything new in the developments or updates on what happens with this particular phone, I will leave that. I'll probably put a post in the community tab, so check that on my channel. And regardless of whether I keep this one or end up getting a replacement, you can bet I'll be doing reviews and other videos in the future about it, and definitely with the Z Fold 4 as well. So as always, when the stream's over, if you want to check out the links in the description, feel free to do that. If you have any questions, comments, or your own experiences with the Flip 4, and specifically, is this normal behavior, definitely let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you like what you see and you want to see more, don't forget to get subscribed. See you next time, guys.